What is up, guys? I'm bringing you a Gears of War 3 gameplay, and I'm sure a lot of you will be happy about that. This game is still very viable with peak numbers of 5,000 on Quick Team Deathmatch and 1,000 on Ranked Team Deathmatch, which means that it is still very playable. So if you are missing Gears 3, I suggest you pop it back in the Xbox and give it a go because it is loads of fun. I was inspired to hop back on by some of my friends who I'm playing with right now because they said they were having such a great time with it. So I figured I would play it given that I haven't played it in a long time, which is why the gameplay is not as good as some of my older Gears of War 3 videos, but it's still just as much fun for me to play. And I have not been investing as much time in Xbox in general. When I do play, I play a little bit of Overrun for Gears Judgment, a little bit of Gears 3, and some Halo. Those are my go-to games right now. I have been staying away from traditional multiplayer in Judgment, mainly because I'm sick of the same 5 maps. And it is 5 for me because, like I've said in the past, I can't play Boneyard and Blood Drive ranked, and I don't enjoy traditional multiplayer unless it's ranked. That's just me, so that leads to a lack of time invested in traditional multiplayer for Gears Judgment. And who can blame me? I still play lots of Overrun. That I will play quick because of the sheer amount of time it takes to complete a single match. I'm pretty interested in that right now, which is why I'm trying to release some tips and tricks videos for it. If you're playing Judgment, I think Overrun is the game type you have to be playing. It is just loads of fun. The depth of the gameplay means new situations every time, but that's not it doesn't feel like that's the case for traditional multiplayer. Hopping back on Gears 3 has given me a greater appreciation for some of the things I know and love and miss so much, and some of those just include even the classic character skins. That's something that I just love running around as. Locust versus Cog makes for easy distinctions, nostalgic gameplay. The level of teamwork is probably the biggest thing I would mention. I feel like I'm actually playing a team-based game when I play Gears 3. I'm conscious of my teammates because I have to be. There's no verticality, which means no running away from situations, and it's not really that sloppy, so it's important to know where your teammates are to help them out of situations that they will have to inevitably fight out of, which is a lot more refreshing than just hopping off of a building and just trying to pick a different battle. And I would also say that Down But Not Out contributes to more team-based gameplay because you have to collaborate with your team to finish people off, and you also have a chance to save your teammates, and that just feels good because when I play Gears, I really like playing it as a team. That's why I'm not such a fan of free-for-all. I wouldn't really consider myself the lone wolf type. Shout out to this guy I'm messaging. Really nice guy. Just sent me a good game after the match, even with the way things went. More people should be like that. If you ever want to play and you see me on, just send me a message. But back to the whole free-for-all thing. The maps in Judgment obviously are made for free-for-all, so that's another reason why I don't play free-for-all or Master at Arms that much. That's just not me. So Gears 3 and Overrun seem like the go-to things for me at the moment for Gears of War 3. And I just wanted to pump this out, see the kind of reaction it gets, because I know a lot of people miss Gears 3. And the reason I post almost mainly Judgment is because I wanted to support the game, since that is the game Epic is supporting, and just promote it in a very good light and produce content to help newer players improve. But the sad truth is Gears is in a really bad place right now. In fact, Hype 3 just got canceled. For those of you who don't know, Hype 3, or Hype in general, is an event for Gears of War, kind of like an MLG tournament, except smaller, where people compete and just promote Gears of War in a competitive lens, and that would have been a great event to see go down, but that just can't happen because there's not enough support from the community. The numbers aren't really there, and the competitive nature of Gears of War Judgment is not exactly what we all wanted it to be. Gears of War 3 already had its time, so even if there was a hype event for Gears 3, it just wouldn't make sense because that game is no longer being supported. From a business standpoint, I completely understand. If I were Barbosa, I would not want to put my money down on something like this because it just doesn't seem like an investment that would pay off, and it's very risky. And that's just another sad truth that competitors have to acknowledge for Gears in general. Having played a bit of Gears Judgment, I can tell you the only thing I would say that would be good to show competitively is Overrun, but there's obviously no spectator mode for that, so that's just not going to happen. And those are just a few things I think are worth mentioning that have recently popped up. Obviously, it's not good news, but I think we all kind of expected things to pan out this way. after having some time with the game. I am pretty excited for Lost Relics DLC. Not too excited for the maps, more so excited for Breakthrough. I really hope it's a promising game type. But I will also say Checkout's coming back, and it is supposed to be completely untouched, meaning symmetrical, just like how it was in Gears 3. And if that is the case, I think, and this is my guess, that it will be the most popular map on Judgment, purely due to the fact that there's no verticality, it's symmetrical, and I bet you the gameplay will be awesome. So that's actually something I'm looking forward to, but I can definitely see myself playing a little bit more Halo and Gears 3. And the last thing I guess that's worth mentioning is that the new consoles are around the corner, which is another reason that people aren't really keeping up with Xbox 360 communities in a sense, if that makes any sense. Xbox One is coming, PS4 is on its way, so all the buzz is around those consoles right now, which takes away from these consoles. So I think it's just a matter of waiting. I want to see E3, see what games they announce for Xbox One before I commit to buying it. And I guess that's just my brief feelings on that. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, and have a nice day.